So I do have a lot of goals for this episode. The first goal is going to be to actually get Monkey Madness done so I can actually hold a dragon scimitar. After that, I also then want to get 65 strength and attack so I can then go and get the dragon defender. So as far as I know, that's the goal for this episode. I'm sure things will happen kind of in between, but at least as of right now, that's what the goal for this episode is going to be. So right now I'm going to go and start and finish Monkey Madness 1. Got everything ready to go to start the first chapter of Monkey Madness, which I honestly don't think is that hard of a quest. I think it's just like a long one. I think it probably takes the average person like between 45 minutes and an hour to complete, I want to say. But anyway, it's a fun quest, so let's get started here. This part here is one of the reasons why I love RuneLite so much. As a kid, I would actually just pay the guy, I forget his name, but you can go like out of here and go somewhere. I don't even know what the guy's name is or where exactly it is, but you could pay somebody like 200k to just have this puzzle done for you, because before RuneLite, I literally had I just had no idea how to do it. But with RuneLite, it literally just tells you exactly how to do it. It's just funny how easy it is now compared to what it was when I was a kid. But then again, I guess RuneLite and just all the plugins and stuff just make things just a little bit easier. I guess that's obviously the point. It's just like the quality of life kind of updates within the client. But anyway, to sum it up, I feel like this is something that I obviously really like about RuneLite because it's done and it's that easy. This is another thing that's so great about the Quest Helper plugin is that it does this for you. I was actually going to use the shortest path plugin, or I thought that I could use the shortest path plugin, but you can't actually open like the map when you're down here. It just opens you to the main surface world. So you can't actually, open it, I guess, obviously for good reason, because then you'd be able to see your way through much easier. But anyway, with the Quest Helper plugin, it just guides you through here, which is obviously nice. Again, just kind of adding to what I was saying before with the RuneLite plugins, just making things just, I guess, a lot easier. The first time I did this quest, I feel like making it to the end just seems like such a challenge. And ultimately, even if I wasn't using the RuneLite plugin, I think it would really be no issue for me to get to the end. But I just remember when I first did it, it just felt like such an accomplishment to actually make it to the end here. I'm also using the Somerset pies as food because I don't even know. I was going to use them for agility, and then they were the only food that I had. I know that's kind of a weird choice of food to be using here, so I feel like I'm just justifying why I'm using it just because it's what I had. And I think it actually heals like a decent amount of hit points anyway, or whatever. That's why I'm using it, or why I'm using Somerset pies as food. Or they're actually just called summer pies. But yeah, anyway, I think there is an advantage here to switching to the resizable because it just gives you, as you can see there, obviously a little bit more of like room to see, I guess. And for me right now, just kind of moving that little bar around or whatever it's called, it just makes it a little bit easier. I'm just going to set it like this for now, just so I can visually see things a little bit easier. Starting chapter 3. I don't know any other quests that actually have this chapter indicator. I'm sure that there are more, but this is the first one that I've done so far that actually has like different chapters. All right, I'm now completely ready to go to start this boss battle here. I'm obviously going to use mage because I feel like I think it still is my most powerful form of combat. I'm also just loaded up with the summer pies just because I have so many of them, so that's what I'm going to use. Alright, he's only got 3 hit points left, this jungle demon here. Okay, good. As long as I was the last one to do damage to him, I think that's all that I have to do. So that is now pretty much the quest complete. I think I just now have to go back and talk to like one more guy and then complete the quest. Honestly, not too hard of a quest. I think it's one of those quests that it's just time consuming. Like, I've never done it with such low hit points. I only have 34 hit points. And yeah, I was able to honestly do this quest with pretty ease. Honestly, I never really came close to dying at all, though. Then again, I think that was more as a kid that I definitely died. But now I definitely don't really have any difficulties with this quest. And there is Monkey Madness 1 complete for 3 quest points, 10k coins, as well as 3 diamonds, which I assume are just on the floor here because I have no inventory space. So yeah, I'll just pick those up. And then I think I have to go over to another guy to get the actual experience for the quest. All right, I'm just going to drop this one and pick up the diamond. And then I think I head over here. Yeah, I talk to this guy. He gives me an option to put the XP towards either strength and stamina or defense. I'm going to go with the strength, and I think it'll give me more strength and attack, which is what I want right now, because now the next goal, yeah, there's a bunch of XP. So there's 50 attack too, so that's pretty good. And 48 strength, 44 defense. Not too bad. So the next goal now is going to be to get my attack up to 60 so I can actually hold dragon weapons. To get my attack to 60, I'm just going to start doing Slayer tasks and also get my Slayer up as well as getting my attack up. And I got to start with the Edgeville Dungeon Slayer Master with my combat level. I'm also going to upgrade my armor a little bit here, getting a warrior helm because I did finish the Fremennik Trails quest, as well as upgrade my cape. I think, yeah, I'm going to get this obsidian cape here. I think, okay, I actually thought it was going to be more than half a mil. I kind of want to see, yeah, the trimmed one is worth 1.3 mil. The non-trimmed one is worth like less than half a mil, so I'm just gonna get the non-trimmed one because there's definitely no difference in the actual stats that it gives you, and I just don't feel like paying 1.3 mil for a trimmed version of the cape. So there's a pretty good upgrade to my gear to at least start Slayer tasks. So 69 otherworldly beings is the first Slayer task on the account. That's actually not a bad one, to be honest. That's like a pretty good one. I'm also noticing right now that I only have 44 defense and I need 45 defense to actually wear the warrior helmet, so I have it with me. I'm just gonna first get my defense to 45 before I then start to work on my attack. Yeah, I feel like these otherworldly beings honestly don't hit very high, and you can hit pretty high on them, and it's gonna give me 66 Slayer points or Slayer XP to kill one, so that's gonna be like a lot of Slayer XP early on. There's 15 Slayer, and 45 defense should be coming in really soon here. There's 45 defense, so I can now wear that helmet, and it looks pretty good, so that's cool. So what I think I'm going to do now, because I'm at 50 attack and I'm just going to have to gain 10 attack levels, and to do that I'm just going to be doing Slayer tasks, just kind of doing the same thing over again. So I think I'm just going to have a montage of just like all the levels that I'm gaining from 50 to 60 attack. I'll also show the Slayer levels that I'm gaining as well, because I'm sure I'm going to gain quite a few here, just trying to get my attack up to 60, and then I'm also going to do the same for strength as well. I'm actually going to get them both to 65 so I can then get the Dragon Defender. But anyway, I'm going to cut to a montage right now just to make this a little bit easier. There's also 16 Slayer. So I'm just about, I think this is one of the last kills here, and then I'll actually be at 60 attack, and then, no, still one more kill, okay. And then I'll be at 60 attack, and then I will be able to actually use the Dragon Scimitar, which will be really awesome, because it will be like a massive upgrade from the rune one that I've been using for honestly not that long now, because I kind of quested my way to like 45 attack, so I haven't really used the Scimitar that much. Anyway, there is 60 attack, so now I can upgrade to Dragon. Really quickly before I get the Dragon Scimitar, I just kind of went out of my way a little bit here to finish Below Ice Mountain on this account for what was that there, 2K and like 1 quest point or something like that. Anyway, it's just a new free-to-play quest. I haven't done it on this account yet, so I just did it now. I'm also realizing here that I actually haven't ever bought a Dragon Scimitar, so I'm gonna have to go to the Grand Exchange and actually get one, because I have never, I thought for some reason I had bought one, but I guess I haven't, so I'm just gonna quickly teleport to the Grand Exchange and then buy one. Yeah, they're only worth like 60k too, so that's pretty good. So there's the Dragon Scimitar. It's always nice to get one on the account. It always feels good to first put it in your hands there and hold the dragon scimitar, which always looks way cooler than the rune one, I think anyway. Just feels good to be using it. Feels nice to use that special attack and have the nice upgrade from the rune scimitar. I'll be using this probably for quite a while. I mean, obviously the next goal or the next main upgrade to the kind of combat form of attack will be the whip, I guess. That won't take too long to get really either, but either way, this dragon scimitar is going to be nice for quite a while. I've also decided that I'm going to upgrade my armor from the ancient rune to the Zamorak rune, just because it will look, I think will look better with the dragon scimitar, just because it's got the red trim. I know I said in one of the previous episodes that I was going to do it. I'm just going to do it now, just because, you know, Fashionscape, right? So I'll sell this, hopefully instantly, yes. And I'm going to try to buy a full Zamorak set. How much is it? Wow, it's actually worth 500k. Okay, I'll go up a little bit more, and then I'll probably just wait, to be honest, because I feel like I don't necessarily need it this second, because I think I'll do a clue scroll. Yeah, I'm still not getting it for 500k. Wow. Okay, so I'm just going to get a clue scroll, or do the clue scroll, I think. That was just a beginner clue scroll. I think it only had like 3 steps. It's done, and I got literally nothing out of it, but that's fine. That's fine because I have another clue scroll that I'm going to do right now. I have to unlock this song to get this clue scroll done. I'm gonna have to Google where the location is to actually unlock this song. So I still haven't got the full Zamorak set. I'm actually just gonna cancel it and maybe buy it piece by piece because it might be cheaper to do that. This is only 50k. I wonder why it was 500k. I think one of the pieces probably just costs like way more than it should. Let's see what piece that is though. So the legs are also only, I'll probably go up to about 50k here. Yeah, so that's not too bad. That's only 100k total now. And then I just need the plate body for 40k only. Wow. Again, I'll go up to about 50k. It's only 150k now. Yeah, see, the full price is 464k. But if you buy it piece by piece, it's cheaper. So one of these pieces here, I think it's the helmet. Yeah, wow. Yeah, so the helmet's worth 335k. It's basically worth like almost the price of the full set. So I just don't need the helmet because I have the warrior helmet anyway. So I'm just going to stick with it like that and save like literally hundreds of k, like 330k to just have the pieces that I need anyway. So that's cool. I'm actually happy that I looked. Anyway, I'm still going to finish this clue scroll though. So I'm going to go and do that. I Googled the location for it and it's just down here a little bit, like right in there. So yeah, I'm just going to set a target here and I should unlock the song once I get roughly to that target. So it should be like just over here. Yeah, there it is. I unlocked it. I didn't even know this place existed. Let me try to run to the edge of where I actually set the target to see what else is over here. There is actually ice giants over here. I honestly didn't know that. I used to just go, well, when I was really newbie, I'd actually go to the wilderness because I thought that was the only place you could get them. But apparently there's ice giants out here, which is actually really good to know. I did not know that. So anyway, I'm going to get back to this clue scroll now. All right, and this was an easy clue scroll, and it's just about done now for even less than the beginner clue scroll. So I don't expect to get much out of these. It's just sometimes you do. Like on one of them, I got like the trimmed amulet of defense, and that was like a beginner clue scroll. So that was actually good for a beginner clue scroll. Anyway, the new look is looking kind of good with the Zamorak, the full Zamorak, instead of the full ancient. I think it looks a little nicer. I am now going to work on my strength. I'm going to get it to 60, and then, well, I'll probably get it to 65, actually, but maybe I'll just do a montage until 60. Then I'm going to go back and get my attack to 60, and then head to the Warriors Guild. That's what it's called, right? I honestly don't know exactly if that's what it's called, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And that's where I'll be able to then kind of start the hopefully quick dragon defender grind. There's the new look, like with everything fully on. I think it looks nicer. Like I know that I didn't really need to do it because it's the same. The ancient and the Zamorak is the same, but I just think that the Zamorak looks a little bit nicer in my opinion. I'm also going to pick up a dragon dagger poison just so I can have that better special attack because it will be better than, like, you can use it way more often. I think you only need like 25% of the special attack to be like charged, so you can use it way more often. Plus it hits, I think, probably better than the scimitar does, or the scimitar. I don't know if it's called a scimitar or scimitar. When I was a kid, I used to just call it the skimmy. That's what my friends and I would call it. But anyway, yeah, so that will help a little bit with some of the Slayer tasks. So I'm now just gonna have like a quick montage until I get 60 strength. So I now have 60 strength. I'm just going to quickly finish this task, this Slayer task, before I do anything else. I'm going to probably just take my strength to 65. and then get my attack to 65, as I've said so many times, just so I can then get the Dragon Defender and just continue getting these kind of upgrades to the gear, because honestly, doing Slayer and just doing like kind of combats, I don't know exactly, like just PVM in RuneScape is definitely my favorite thing. So I've just been enjoying finally being able to do Slayer. Like I do enjoy skilling as well, and then like getting 99s and doing other skills and stuff like that. But I think overall Slayer is probably just my favorite. I think a lot of people would say that it's just one of those things that's just a lot of fun. It's kind of satisfying, and yeah, overall it's just been kind of nice to be working on Slayer and just getting my combat level up and stuff like that. So anyway, I just have 2 more here to kill, and then I'm going to keep going with it, I think, unless I can think of something else that I should do. My combat level is also 70 now, which is good, because then I think I unlock the new Slayer Master. Yeah, so I actually will have to do Fairy Tale 1. Maybe I can just use that anyway. I'm going to do Fairy Tale 1 anyway, because I know that I think you probably just have to have Lost City done to get in there and use that Slayer Master, but I'm just going to do Fairy Tale 1 because it will also, if I do Fairy Tale 1 and just start Fairy Tale 2, I'll have access to the fairy rings, which will obviously be nice. So anyway, here, just starting Fairy Tale 1. Alright, and there is Fairy Tale 1, Growing Pains complete for farming XP, attack, and magic XP. I didn't actually expect that, so there's 17 farming. That's something I really am going to start doing soon. I know that I haven't been working on farming or hunter very much. I really got to get into doing some of those runs pretty soon. Anyway, I'm going to now just start Fairy Tale 2, just do the first like really small percent of it so I can get the fairy rings unlocked. Obviously, I don't need those stats to start it, so I'm just going to start it right now. Okay, so I'm pretty sure now I'm at the point where I can use the fairy rings, and I don't have the quest done. Obviously, I don't have the stats to finish the quest. Once I do, I'll finish it, because I think it's honestly, well, it's pretty short as well, like even once you have the stats. Now I have access to the fairy rings, so this was obviously the goal. I just want to test it here to make sure. I'm pretty sure that I do. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try like Canifis quickly and see. Yeah, it worked. Okay, cool. So yeah, that was the only reason I started the quest. Now I can move on, because now I have another awesome set of teleports to use. That will actually be huge, because even doing Slayer, you can get one right here actually, because the Slayer Tower is like just a little bit north there, and then you also have the Slayer Caves, like I guess north of Sears. Oh, I guess it's more near Relaka, I think is the name of the city. There's so many different names for cities and stuff here. But anyway, yeah, I have a really good teleport method unlocked now. And I also have this Slayer Master that I'm running to quickly. I think I would have had the Slayer Master anyway, to be honest, but just made sense for me to quickly get those 2 quests. Well, 1 done and 1 started. So now let me get an assignment here. This is probably like one of my least favorite ones, to be honest, but I feel like I shouldn't skip it because I need the points, because I want to get a Slayer Helm as soon as possible. All right, well, this is my second task with her now, the 115 Fire Giants, which is way better. I finished the Wall Beasts one. It's just one of those tasks that just takes a while, and it's just like, it's not even hard, but I don't know, I just don't like that one. Yeah, I think this, just especially at like mid-game level that I am, I guess kind of entering the mid-game levels, mid-game content or whatever, this is just one that I like. I feel like this is just one of those tasks that like you get pretty good XP for everything, like Slayer and strength and everything that I'm working on. So yeah, I'm also just going to take my strength to level 65 now. And there's 50 Slayer, which came like really quickly. I knew it was going to go up quickly because it was like, what was it when I started? Like, it was like 13 or 16 or something like that. I knew it was going to go up really quickly, and it has been. It's already at 50. So yeah, that's pretty good. There is 62 strength. I feel like I missed 61. But anyway, there's 62. There's also 57 hit points. It's kind of obviously going up in the background. I'm not paying too much attention to that, but the more hit points, the better. This is also another really good Slayer task. What are these things called here? I feel like my pronunciation of words is horrible, but I think they're just called basilisks. Anyway, yeah, this is probably one of my favorite, actually, if not my favorite, at least at this level, because I mean, I haven't actually looked it up or anything, but they seem to hit pretty low, and you can hit like pretty high on them. Plus you get like 75 XP towards Slayer every time you kill them, and you can kill them honestly pretty quickly. So this is one of those tasks, again, that's let me just organize my prayer here. Anyway, it's one of those tasks that's actually really good, especially for like the mid-level that I am, around like combat level 70. And I missed it, but there is 63 strength. This is also another task that I think I used to not like, and I think a lot of people don't seem to like it. It doesn't give that much XP towards Slayer because I think they only have like 25 hit points, but it's actually pretty good for like elking and stuff like that. You actually make like pretty good money. That's actually so far, that's just the money that I've been making from doing Slayer. Like I had pretty much no money in my inventory, and just from like elking and just collecting drops and selling it at the Grand Exchange and stuff, that's what I've made so far. So again, it's always like a passive money maker, but these bug swarms actually drop like pretty good alkables as well as just a lot of money. So it's always at least mid-level. I think it's a better task than I think some people give it credit for. I think another bonus to killing these things is they're not doing it now because I've been here for long enough, but they also are aggressive to you. So you can literally, right there, so you can just stand there and they'll actually attack you. So if you get yourself in like a better location, you can kind of go AFK for a little bit while fighting these things, as long as you're just kind of paying attention and just making sure you're like checking what they drop. And yeah, it's actually a pretty good task, and it's really quick. Like I have 143 to go, but I'll get through it really quickly. There's an Addy Medhelm, which honestly is a pretty common drop. Like stuff like this all around is pretty common, and then I'll just elk it for I don't know how much there. I feel like this task is underrated. I don't know why. There's 64 strength, only one more strength level to go, and then I'll switch over to attack. There's also 52 Slayer. I think I missed 51 Slayer, but you know, there's 52. Slowly over time, I've actually been collecting these frog tokens. I'm just gonna go to the lady over in Varrock where you turn them into like outfits. I don't know why I've just been collecting them for so long. I think that I'll be able to get like that frog kind of hat or whatever it is, which always used to be so cool, and I used to always think that, like, I don't know, that they were just cool to have. I'm literally never going to wear it, but I might as well just turn these tokens into clothing that they're supposed to be, I guess. Yeah, there it is. Prince outfit or whatever it's called. That helm used to be cool, that frog helmet. Back in the day, back in like actual like 06, 07, it was a big deal to have that. At least amongst my friends it was anyway. So the task that I have now is trolls. I think, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this one because I feel like it can be a good one, but it might cost me a bit of money because the best way for me to do it now is going to be to go to the Death Plateau and from there just like use prayer pots and just kind of stand there and let them attack me. That's probably what I'll do. Hopefully it won't cost too much because it will be pretty good Slayer XP, so I think that's what will make it worth it, as well as just good combat XP. So I should just buy some prayer pots. Yeah, so I'm it's just up here, the place that I'm going to go. I think there's other locations, but this is usually a pretty good one to go to. And as you can see, I overdid it with the prayer pots, but hopefully I'll be able to completely finish the task. And hopefully not use all of these prayer potions here. Let me just turn on my protect from missile because pretty much right away they're going to be throwing rocks at me once I get here. So yeah, let me just turn it on and then they're going to start, yeah, right here. So they're all going to be aggressive to me for, I think, a really long time, so it's actually probably a good place to place a cannon as well. But from my memory of doing this task about a year ago, there's like a spot you can go to. Oh crap, they actually hit pretty high, so let me head to the place where they don't hit 19. There's an area you can go and you can just kind of stand there. Anyway, I'll just go here for now, but there's certain places you can go where you're safe as long as you stay with the ones that are just throwing rocks at you. They obviously won't be able to do damage. Just watch out for those guys. This is the location here, just kind of standing right here. Although this is a bad example because normally that guy's not standing there, but ignoring him, normally it's just those two, and that guy in the middle is normally not there. And then you can just kind of stand here and run back and forth, killing these one after another. Yeah, he's hitting 11 now, so I'm actually going to have to get rid of him now, but normally he's not there. I don't even have food, so this isn't great. I only have 26 hit points, so hopefully I can get rid of him quickly here. So now normally it's just these two, and then they're just throw missiles or rocks. So as long as you have your protect from missile on, then they can't do damage to you, and you can easily just kind of stand here, go back and forth, and kill them. I still have 123 more to go, but it's honestly a pretty AFK task as well. So there is also 58 hit points. There is 65 strength. So now I'm also going to switch over to attack because, yeah, I'll get 65 attack, and then I'll be able to get the Dragon Defender, or at least start that grind. Hopefully it doesn't take super long. And 53 Slayer. Isn't this like super rare? Like a nature talisman from these bug swarms? I feel like I remember watching a YouTube video where somebody said that these were like a really rare drop. I don't know why. Yeah, it is actually rare. It's literally like a 1 in 1800 drop. So yeah, I guess it's actually it's a rare drop for them, at least anyway, for those bug swarms. I mean, it's not as rare as like the Dragon Spear. I guess, but it's in the kind of the rare drop table, I guess. This is also something else that I'm going to do. So I'm about to log off for the day, but what I'm going to do right now to just kind of make some income, like I guess passively, is spend pretty much my entire cash stack on alkables. The thing that I find usually works pretty well is just really any dragon hide, because usually, I mean, it elks for more than you buy it for, and you just have to make sure that like if you're buying nature runes, which I'm going to as well, that you're just going to make a profit. So like I'm only going to pay 4,200, and as long as your nature runes aren't more, I guess like you just have to do the math and make sure that you're not going to basically break even or lose money. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just going to kind of play around here and try to figure out the best system for myself to kind of make money. But every night before I go to bed or whatever, I'm just going to kind of, you know, maybe buy like 100 of each and then just, you know, quickly elk them in the morning and make a few 100K. It's always nice. Plus it gives me magic XP. At least right now, it's going to be getting me constantly a few 100K every day as well as magic XP. So that's what's kind of nice about this. I feel like maybe more people do this, but I for some reason I've never really seen people mention this. It's something that I've always kind of done, at least in the background while playing anyway. So yeah, it's just kind of what I'm going to be doing to make a little bit of money in the background. So now it's the next morning and I got pretty much everything that I wanted to get, so I'm now just quickly gonna elk them and then get back at Slayer. So yeah, that will profit probably a few 100K. Like honestly, I think high level alchemy is probably like a few 100K an hour, I want to say, depending on what you're alching, but based on what I'm doing right now, it will be probably like, I want to estimate like 200-300K an hour, but obviously I'm not gonna be doing it for a full hour. I'm only gonna be doing it for I don't know, probably like 20 minutes. I'm also just gonna quickly sell off everything else that I have here because I don't need it. There's 61 magic from doing this as well. So I don't know exactly what I started with, but I definitely have more now than what I started with. There is 62 attack. It's also like my 4th rune scimitar from these. They probably drop them relatively commonly, but anyway, I'm just gonna elk it and make some money there. 54 Slayer, and there is 60 hit points. That's actually really cool. I didn't even know that they dropped that, but there is a hard clue scroll. 64 attack, so just one more level to go. 55 Slayer, and there is 65 attack. I was playing on my phone last night, so RuneLight kind of got confused, and it still tells me that I have the wall beasts to go, even though I finished them last night on my phone. But anyway, I don't know exactly how many more of these I have. Once I'm done with these, I'm going to then head over to the Warriors Guild to get the Dragon Defender, or just start that grind at least. Okay, so I've never actually done this before. I've never gotten to the point where my stats are, actually no, I think one of the accounts has had both 65 strength and attack, but I've never actually gone to the Warrior Guilds here. The Warriors Guild? Yeah, that's what it's called. Like, I'm continuously calling it that, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I'm probably gonna have to watch like a YouTube video here because I'm not exactly sure where I go here. Okay, so I need to head back to the bank because I need to get black armor, because apparently that's the best, because you have to animate the armor and then you get a certain amount of coins to do it or something like that. So okay, so I have the black armor now, and now all I do is just use the armor on that thing, and then it should become animated like it is, and then I just attack it and then basically get points, and I have to, or I guess they're not really points, I don't know what they are exactly, but once I get them I have to have like 500 of them to then head upstairs and kill giants or something like that. So it's actually cyclopses that I have to kill, and basically I gotta go bronze, iron, steel, black, mithril, adamant, rune up here, and I think it's a 1 in 40 drop, and then obviously you get like one after the other, and then after that I head downstairs, and then they're like a much higher level. I think I'm gonna have to probably use prayer potions down there, and then the Dragon Defender down there is like a 1 in 100 drop. So it's really easy to do this. It's just kind of time consuming. I'm going to work on strength as well while I'm here. I'm sure I'll probably gain a few levels, so that's not all bad. That will actually be good. And there's the first one, the Bronze Defender. So now the next one will be obviously Iron. There's the Iron Defender. Let me just finish eating one of these pizzas here and then quickly pick it up. And there's the Steel Defender. So we're getting there. It's going pretty quick so far, actually. Black Defender. So now only, 3 more to go here, and then I'll be able to head downstairs for the dragon one. And the Mithril Defender, 2 more to go. And there's the Adamant Defender. It's actually going really quickly. Like the next one will be Rune, which will obviously be the final one. And this has all just been in one sitting, to be honest. I mean, I've logged out a few times, but it's just been like one evening into the night. So far I'm getting really lucky. And there's the first one that actually lights up on the ground, because I guess it's worth a little bit of money. So there's the Rune Defender. So now I just head downstairs and get the Dragon Defender. So that's cool. That's like, I've never had it before. So honestly, this has kind of been fun. I've been leveling up as well, just kind of in the background. But anyway, yeah, I head down there, I think. And just because the Cyclopses down there are over level 100, I feel like it's just going to make more more sense for me to just bring prayer potions, because honestly, I think they'll probably just do too much damage and I'll have to be making too many trips with food and probably just paying the same amount of money with food as I would be if I were just using these prayer pots. But anyway, so just have to show her this, right? And then, yeah, I can just enter here. So this is actually kind of a positive, I guess. That's how much I've made just from the loot, from killing the Cyclopses. So it's actually paying for itself. Like, I paid about 200k for all the prayer potions that I went through while being down there for a few hours. It's been already longer than I thought it was going to be, but I made back actually more than what I put into with the prayer potions. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I only paid 209k for the prayer potions, and I made like 240. Now, I was just looking, so this longbone here, I think, is a rarer drop than the actual Dragon Defender. I also got, so far, I don't have them out because I sold them, but I've got 2 Rune Full Helms, which after just checking now is the same rarity as the Dragon Defender, the 1 in 100 drop. So not going as lucky down here as it was upstairs. It's been now... I haven't recorded in a while because I haven't really got much. It's been almost a full day, I guess. It's like been, I guess not in real time, it's been like 24 hours since I've been here, but I've probably only been down here for a few hours. Coming in really soon here is 70 strength, so not all bad, I guess. That's obviously a positive. Keep getting all these good drops, which are more than paying for the prayer potions, but I'm still not getting the Dragon Defender. And there's 70 strength. It's not showing up, but it's right there, 70 strength. And looking back, this is actually only my second Rune Full Helm, just because I looked back on some of the footage, but that's as rare of a drop as the Dragon Defender, and that's my second one. Oh, finally. I think in real time since I started it, it's been about 36 hours. Like, it took a lot longer than I thought I was going to, because getting from bronze to rune was like really quick. I did that in one night, and this one took the full day yesterday and then kind of coming into today. So yeah, it took a little longer than I thought, but either way, I obviously can't hold it because I only have like 45 defense, but I got it, so that's cool. So the next thing I'm going to do is definitely get 60 defense, and then I can also upgrade to some dragon armor. But yeah, I think I'm happy. I finally got it, so I think that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching episode 7 of my old school RuneScape progression series. As I said in the beginning of the video, if you enjoy RuneScape content, please feel free to like and subscribe and check out my channel. I post just really chill RuneScape content. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the episode.